In the last class, this derivation is incomplete. That is expression for de Broglie wavelength of the particle which is moving with the potential difference V naught. Means this is the derivation of wavelength of the particle which is having a charge and it is moving with the potential difference. Means potential difference in the sense whatever it is the particle having a charge, if it is moving in presence of electrical field, then it is moving in the form of waves. Those waves we are going to call it as a matter waves. In order to find out the wavelength of those matter waves, we need a formula. That formula is lambda is equal to h divided by the root of 2m e into v naught. This formula we are going to use. If that particle is chargeless, then its wavelength can be calculated by using lambda is equal to h by t. But whenever the particle having a charge and moving with the potential difference V naught, then it is moving or it is associated with some waves. Those waves are called as the matter waves, and wavelength of those matter waves can be calculated by using lambda is equal to h by root of 2m e v naught, and this is the derivation of this formula only. And the kinetic energy of that particle in presence of electrical field is equal to the electrical field, the work done by the electrical field on that particle. Let us consider this is electrical field, this is minus and this is plus. This is the direction of electrical field. Whenever you keep the electron, for example, you take the particle as an electron. Whenever you keep the electron, this electron is accelerating towards this positive plate here. Whenever the waves associated with this electron, that can be calculated, the wavelength can be calculated by using that formula. And here, whenever the electron is moving towards this side, its kinetic energy is exactly equal to the work done by the electrical field on that electron. That is, work done by the electrical field is exactly equal to kinetic energy of that electron. Kinetic energy, whenever it is moving, its kinetic energy is equal to the amount of work done by the electrical field on that electron. That is exactly equal. That's why kinetic energy of that particle is exactly equal to work done by the electrical field. Kinetic energy of particle is exactly equal to work done by the electrical field on that particle. I am taking particle as an example of electron. Here the kinetic energy of the particle in terms of stopping potential, that is K is equal to E V naught. E is charge of electron, V naught is potential difference between these two plates. And next one, you know very well what do you mean by stopping potential. I am not discussing. And next, whenever the particle having a mass and moving with the velocity v, its kinetic energy, as you know very well, that is general theoretical formula 1 by 2 m into v square. Here let us take it as an equation 2, or just take 1 by 2 mv square here. And here k is equal to 1 by 2 mv square and k is equal to E into v naught. This is the kinetic energy of the particle in terms of stopping potential. And whenever the particle is moving, having a mass and moving with the velocity v, this is general formula to find out its kinetic energy. If you find out its kinetic energy by using this formula, that answer is exactly equal to the magnitude of E v naught. This is the kinetic energy in terms of stopping potential, and this value is exactly equal to this kinetic energy. That's why let us take here k is equal to 1 by 2 mv square is there. Multiply m on both sides. Multiply m on both sides. Then m into k is equal to 1 by 2 as it is m into m square. This is v square. Therefore, multiply to this side, 2m into k is equal to m square v square. This can be written as m into v whole square. And next I am moving here. That one, 2mk is equal to m into v square. Here, 2mk is equal to, I am writing it as p square because therefore, you know very well, P is equal to mv. If you square on both sides, this becomes P square is equal to mv whole square. Therefore, in the place of m into v whole square, I written P square. This one. Next, squaring on both side, squaring on both side, squaring on both side. This becomes root of 2m into k is equal to p. Next, let us take it as a equation number 2. As a equation number 2, general formula, you know that de Broglie wavelength, you know very well, that is the formula. Lambda is equal to what? Lambda is equal to h divided by p. Substitute from the equation to here, lambda becomes h divided by root of 2 into mk. Or else this equation can also be written as lambda is equal to h divided by root of 2m. In the place of k, you can write k is equal to ev naught also. From the equation 1, write k as ev naught. You can write this formula or this formula. K means kinetic energy, but in terms of stopping potential, kinetic energy can be written as E into V naught, charge of electron into potential difference between the plates. And what is the difference between lambda is equal to h by k and lambda is equal to h divided by root of 2m ev naught? The particle, if the particle is moving, it is not having any charge, the particle is chargeless, or the particle is in absence of electrical field, or the particle is moving without potential difference, then the waves associated with that particle are called as matter waves. The wavelength of that matter wave can be calculated by using h by t. If the particle having a charge E, and if it is moving in presence of electrical field, or it is moving with the potential difference V naught, then this formula is not used for the calculation of lambda. Whenever, for example, take the electron in presence of electrical field, whenever that electron is moving, it is moving in the form of, or it is associating with some kind of waves. Those waves are called as the matter waves. The wavelength of that matter waves can be calculated by using lambda is equal to h by root of 2m ev naught. Planck's constant, mass of particle, charge of particle, what is the potential difference between these two plates? This is for charged particle moving with potential difference, and this is the particle moving without potential difference. This is the derivation. And next concept, just to remember this is for photon and this is for electron. This is for photon, this is for proton. With the potential difference, this is the formula. Without potential difference, this is the formula. Matter waves, you remember exactly what do you mean by matter waves? Consider a particle. Matter means material particle. Consider a particle. Whenever that particle is moving from one point to another point, it is also moving with some variations. What are those variations? It is moving in the form of waves. Those waves are called as matter waves, or also called as de Broglie waves. Why we are calling it as de Broglie waves? That is the name after the scientist who is none other than de Broglie. And next one, and the next concept, that is uncertainty principle. That is given by one of the famous physicists or chemists who is none other than Heisenberg. Uncertainty principle. Next concept, we'll see that one. And next concept, Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. He is a famous chemist or a physicist. Generally, you can call. He is a scientist. His full name is Werner Heisenberg, and he is telling and he explaining some idea about the position and momentum of electron. The Heisenberg, he is giving or he explained about the position and the momentum of electron. How to find out the position and how to find out the momentum? Is it possible to find out accurately, or it is highly impossible to find out accurately the position and momentum of electron? That can be explained by using the Werner Heisenberg, and it is the word is there uncertainty. What do you mean by uncertainty? For example, he given the statement. What he told, it is highly impossible to find out the position and the momentum of electron simultaneously and accurately. What he told, it is highly impossible, means it is not possible to find out position and momentum of electron accurately and exactly at the same time. What do you mean by simultaneously? At the same time, in order to find out the momentum and position of the electron at the same time accurately, it is not possible. What is the statement? It is impossible, means not possible. It is impossible to find out. It is impossible to find out position and momentum of electron. Position and momentum of electron accurately at the same time. At the same time. Same time means you use the word that simultaneously. Simultaneously means at the same time. It is highly impossible to find out the position and momentum of the electron at the same time. Before that, there is a word you need to know. What do you mean by uncertainty? Here, I am taking position is indicated as x, momentum is indicated as p. Let us consider what do you mean by uncertainty. Uncertainty means it is not the correct value. It is having a lot of error. It is a wrong value. Somewhat it is not a correct value. It is having a wrong value. The wrong measurement is called as an uncertain value. The uncertainty in the value is nothing but that measurement is wrong. That measurement is not that is correct value. That is not a correct measurement. We are calling it as uncertainty in that value. For example, imagine I am calculating some value. Just take the example, I am calculating the pressure is equal to 10 atm, 10 Pascal. My expectation, after calculation, I should find out 10. But after calculation, I am getting P is equal to 10.5. But my intention is to get what? 10, but I didn't get 10 exactly after calculation. But I should expect 10 is my answer, but after calculation I didn't exactly 10. Instead of 10 I got 10.5. Is the correct value? It is not the correct value. Then in comparison between these two values, what is the difference? That is 0.5. It is having more compared to this value. That's why I am not writing this value as a P. Instead of writing this value as a P, I am writing this value as a delta P. Means this is uncertain. This is uncertainty in the measurement of pressure. Or else you can take velocity. I am calculating velocity. I expected my answer. I am expecting my answer should be 20 meter per second. But after calculating, I am getting the answer is equal to 20.30 meter per second. But my answer should be what? 20. But I am getting what? 20.30. But this value is not correct. It is having wrong value. This is wrong measurement. Then I am not writing it as a delta V. Instead of V, I am writing it as delta V. That is difference between these two is 0.30. This is uncertainty in what? Velocity. This is uncertainty in what? Velocity. That's why what he told. Whenever if you want to find out position and momentum of electron accurately and exactly, it is highly impossible. We can find out the exact position, but it is highly impossible to find out momentum. Or we can find out momentum exactly, but it is highly impossible to find out position. Let us consider, he explained with one of the theoretical equation, that is delta x into delta v. This is exactly greater than h by 4 pi. This is not exact position, this is not exact momentum, because delta function is there. This is having uncertainty. Delta x is uncertainty in what? Uncertainty in position of electron. In position of electron, and this is what? Uncertainty in momentum of electron. momentum of electron. What he told, if you find out exactly the position of electron, then you are not getting the exact value of momentum. You are getting maximum error in momentum. Or else vice versa, if you find out the exact the momentum value of electron, then it is highly impossible to get exact value of position. Just it is possible to find out only one value. If you want exact delta x, then you are getting maximum uncertainty in delta p. Or vice versa, if you want exact delta p value, then you won't get the exact value of delta x. That's why he told accurately at the same time. Impossible to find out position and momentum. Both the values exactly is highly impossible to find out. That's why if you find out exact position, then you are getting maximum uncertainty in momentum. Or if you find out the exact momentum of electron, you are getting maximum uncertainty in position. That's why what he taken the general formula is he taken uncertainty in position as well as uncertainty in momentum. This is also not correct. This is also not correct. Whatever it is the value of uncertainty in position and whatever it is the value of uncertainty in momentum, both he taken and multiplied, and this magnitude is exactly equal to or almost equal to this magnitude, that is h by 4 pi. H is the Planck's constant divided by 4 into 3.14. After calculation of this value, whatever you are getting, that is almost or exactly equal to the uncertainty in position and uncertainty in momentum. This is a mathematical expression given by the Werner Heisenberg in order to explain the position and momentum of that electron. It is highly impossible to find out at the same time or simultaneously. That's why he has taken some conditions. That is first one, if delta p is equal to 0, then you are getting delta x is equal to infinity. What is the meaning of this one here? If you want exact momentum, if you 0 means if you want exact momentum, then you are getting maximum uncertainty in position. Infinity indicating maximum uncertainty. It is not exact value, it is not correct value, it is a wrong value. It is a wrong value. Maximum error is there, maximum uncertainty is there in the position value. Why? Because we are going to find out the exact value of position. In order to find out the exact value of position, then you are not getting the exact value of momentum. It is having maximum uncertainty. That is, he has taken, let us take delta x into delta p is equal to h by 4 pi. And here momentum, how can be momentum is equal to 0 here? Momentum delta p can be written as m into delta p. You know very well. Mass into velocity. This is equal to momentum. Change in velocity and change in momentum. Mass is same. Particle is not changing. I am taking only one electron. Each and every electron have the same mass. That's why mass is the quantity is never changes. Velocity can changes and momentum changes. Here m into delta v. I am taking this as a 0. I am taking velocity is equal to 0. Velocity is equal to 0 in the sense the particle is not moving. For example, this is the nucleus, this is the orbit, this is the electron. It is revolving around the nucleus. Here mass of the electron, this is velocity of the electron is equal to 0. Velocity of the electron is equal to 0 in the sense the particle is not moving. The particle is at rest. Particle is at rest. Particle rest then its mass into its velocity is equal to 0. 0 into mass, again delta p is equal to 0. Velocity is 0 in the sense its momentum becomes 0. If momentum is equal to 0 in the sense the exact value of momentum is 0, but it is unable to find out the value of position. Here electron is at rest. I know that one because its velocity is equal to 0. Electron is at rest means its momentum is equal to 0. That is, I know the exact value. The momentum is 0 now because velocity is equal to 0. But this electron is in rest. But where is the location of the electron? I don't know. Is the location of the electron? 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 I don't know that one exactly. But here momentum is 0. That is correct. Momentum is exactly 0. Means velocity is equal to 0. That's why momentum is equal to 0. But where is the location of the electron? Location in the sense position. Location meaning position. But electron is in rest. But where is the electron position? Where is the location of the electron? position. That's why, therefore, delta x into delta p is equal to h by 4 pi. Here, delta x is equal to h by 4 pi into delta p. Delta x is equal to h by 4 by delta p can be written as m into delta v. Then delta v I am taking it as 0 because I am taking exact momentum. In order to take exact momentum, its velocity should be 0. Delta x is equal to h by 4 pi into 0. Then delta x is equal to h by 0. Anything by 0 is equal to infinity. Delta x becomes 0. This is the condition. That is what? If delta p is equal to 0, then you are getting delta x is equal to infinity. What is the meaning of this one? If you know the exact value of momentum, if you want to find out the exact value of momentum, then you are getting maximum uncertainty in position. Means velocity of electron is 0. Electron is at rest. I know that one. Momentum is 0 means velocity is at rest. But where is the location of that electron? I don't know. Where is the position of that electron? Is the electron is here? Is the electron is here? Is the electron is here? Where is the position of that electron? Means where is the location of that electron? I don't know exactly. That's why I am getting maximum error in maximum uncertainty this position of electron. When if you consider this electron, its momentum of this electron is exact 0. If you consider, then you are getting maximum uncertainty position. This is the first condition. Second condition, that is, if you consider delta x is equal to 0. If you want to find out exact position of, that electron, you are getting maximum uncertainty in momentum. Same, that is, delta x into delta p is equal to h by 4 pi. Delta p as it is, then h by 4 pi into delta x. Substitute delta x is equal to 0. Delta p is equal to h by 4 pi into 0. Then delta p becomes h by 0. Anything by 0 is equal to, that is infinity. What is the infinity value indicating? If you want to find out the exact position, then you are not getting its momentum. I know its position. I know the position of electron is this one. Means I know the value of exact position now. But whenever the position of electron I am finding, but its velocity I am not getting. That becomes infinity. Its momentum becomes infinity. Velocity, I don't know the velocity means, then the momentum of that electron becomes, that is infinity. That's why these are the two conditions. What he told, it is highly impossible to find out the momentum as well as the position of the electron at the same time as well as accurately. But there is a condition, it is possible to find out. It is possible to find out the position, but wherever you want to find out the exact position, there should be a maximum uncertainty in momentum. That is, wherever if you want to find out the exact momentum, then you are getting maximum uncertainty in position. Vice versa, if you want to find out the exact position, you are getting maximum uncertainty in momentum. That's why what I did here, you take the uncertainty in position as well as uncertainty in momentum, you multiply those values, and that value is exactly or almost equal to this h by 4 pi value. And this is Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Just you can remember the statement. What is the statement? That is, it is impossible to find out position and momentum of electron accurately or exactly at the same time. This is the statement, and you can remember these conditions. If delta p is equal to 0, then delta x becomes infinity. Or if delta p is equal to 0, delta x is equal to 0, then delta p becomes infinity. If you want to find out the momentum exactly, you are getting maximum uncertainty in position, or if you want to find out the exact position, then you are getting maximum uncertainty in momentum. This is uncertain. This is Werner-Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Getting? Just you can remember the statement. And here I have taken exact momentum. Our wish is to find out exact momentum. Then I am getting maximum uncertainty in what position? There the vice versa of this one, getting this one, delta p is depending upon the velocity. Velocity is 0. I have taken velocity. Delta p can be written as m into delta p. I have taken delta p. Velocity is equal to 0. Zero velocity in the sense the particle is at rest. The electron is at rest. Electron is at rest means velocity is 0. 0 into m. Again delta p is equal to 0. Whenever the electron is at rest, its momentum is equal to 0. Means velocity is at rest means I know the momentum of this electron is equal to 0, but where is the location of the electron? Or where is the location or where is the position of the electron? I don't know. That's why I am getting maximum uncertainty position. Momentum is 0, I know that one. But I don't know where is the location of this electron. Location of the electron in the sense, what is that? Where is the position of the electron? I don't know. That's what I am getting maximum uncertainty in the value of this position. Similarly, you can take vice versa. If you want to find out delta x is equal to 0, if you know the value of the position, then you are getting maximum uncertainty in momentum. For example, if you know this is the position of the particle, then what is the value of its momentum? It is highly impossible. It is highly impossible to calculate. That's why delta p becomes infinity. You are getting maximum uncertainty in the momentum of that electron. And this one is regarding the conditions of uncertainty, Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Just you can remember this condition and this condition along with